Hey, I'm Antoine West. I help aspiring freight dispatch business owners grow and scale their business by implementing a proven pipeline system. In today's video, I'll be talking about 3 steps to create predictable cash flow in your freight dispatching business. So when you first start your freight dispatch business, your primary goal and the most important thing that you do is to implement a proven pipeline system to sign up unlimited drivers. Every business needs a pipeline system or sales strategy to attract unlimited customers, because you will need an increasing amount of customers as your business grows. By attracting and signing up an increasing amount of truck drivers for your freight dispatch business, it's going to allow you to grow your business, hire other dispatchers, and work yourself out of the dispatching position. You want to keep working yourself out of your business, and that's going to allow you to concentrate on the growth of your business more. And where a lot of freight dispatchers fail at is because they only concentrate on the operations department. But that is the department that's going to keep you the most busiest as the owner. So one of your first goals is also to work yourself out of dispatching so you can concentrate more on marketing, selling, and signing up truck drivers to your freight dispatch company. You can focus on getting an increasing amount of truck drivers every single month, and this is going to allow you to scale and always increase your revenue. So, predictable revenue. The definition: a reliable, consistent flow of income that can be forecasted month after month based on proven sales processes and repeatable lead generation strategies. In action for your business. You know that by running your top performing video ads, getting a set number of leads each week, and enrolling at least 3 new drivers every week would generate you $10,000 to $20,000 every month in revenue without guessing. So what you need is a lead generation strategy. You always want to be attracting an increasing amount of leads to your business, because leads or potential truck drivers convert into signed up truck drivers for your freight dispatching business. So if your leads are always increasing, the amount of truck drivers that you sign up is always going to be increasing, leading to your revenue always increasing. So your first step to create predictable revenue within your freight dispatch business is to create a driver pipeline, specifically the top of your funnel. So this is when your potential drivers first see you and become aware about your brand. So don't just post and hope. Build brand awareness on social media. So what brand awareness is: the level of recognition and familiarity that your target audience has with your brand. So your first step when creating predictable revenue is to start getting an increasing amount of potential drivers familiar with your brand. So this starts to grow know, like, trust. Drivers has to know, like, and trust you to sign up for your freight dispatching business, and brand awareness gets them to start knowing your brand and knowing who you are. So to do this, you can run simple video ads or post short form videos to get consistent attention. So video marketing is the quickest lane to cash flow. It's the quickest way to make money, especially in the freight dispatching industry, because your drivers have to know, like, and trust you. And being on video is going to be the best way for your drivers to know, like, and trust you even before they get on a phone call with you. Your drivers have to start know, liking, and trusting you before they ever start talking to you on the phone. The whole reason that drivers are going to want to get on the phone call with you to inquire about your freight dispatching services is because they've seen you on video before and they already have started to trust you. So then they're going to reach out to you. So you want to track how many drivers are becoming aware of your services every week. This is demand. You want to track the demand within your business. So this is, you can track how many video views you're getting, how many 25% video views you're getting, because the longer people watch your videos, the more interested they are in your services. And by you making video ads and posting other content on social media, this is going to start increasing market demand. If nobody knows who you are, you don't have a business. We start by creating market demand first. So in my Freight Dispatcher Bootcamp, it's a 4-week implementation sprint where you work directly with me and the other members in the bootcamp. If you like more information on the Freight Dispatcher Bootcamp, just make sure you click the link below and it'll take you to my website. But what we start off first doing is creating market demand, or creating brand demand. Basically creating demand for your business. Because if you don't have any demand, if you don't have potential drivers interested in your service, you do not have a freight dispatching business. But as long as you have drivers interested and wanting to sign up with you, everything else is easy. So you got to get the market demand going first, and then you can actually build your freight dispatch business. 2, track weekly sales activities. This is the middle of the funnel. So the first step was to start building market demand and start working on your driver pipeline. And that's the top of the funnel. And then here in the second step, you're going to track your weekly sales activity, because you're going to start getting drivers reaching out to you by you building market demand and you working on that first step. So in the second step here, keep track of driver leads. So everyone that reaches out to you, you want to get their contact information, at least their phone number and their email address, and that's a lead. So you want to track your leads every week and every month and make sure they're always increasing. Also with your sales calls, you know, a lot of dispatchers may not think about this in the beginning when you're launching your business, but you're going to have to get on sales calls to speak to your potential drivers. So with getting an increasing amount of leads coming into your pipeline or your business, you're going to get on an increasing amount of sales calls. And by getting on an increasing amount of sales calls, you're going to have an increasing amount of driver signups every single week. And this is a step-by-step manifestation. Leads lead to sales calls, and sales calls leads to drivers signing up. So you need to show the most attention to the leads that you're getting in. And as long as you have an increasing amount of leads, you're guaranteed to get an increasing amount of drivers signing up every single week. Use a simple spreadsheet. You can use Trello, something like Trello, or my Plan of the Week system. I'll leave a link to a video down in the description of my Plan of the Week system that I use. And you can also use Trello as a customer relationship management tool to keep track of all your leads. This shows what's working and helps you double down. What gets measured gets improved. When you track your weekly KPIs, or key performance indicators, sales become predictable. So you want to set a KPI of the amount of leads you're getting in. So the first week of business, if you market your business and you get, let's say, 10 leads in, you get on 3 sales calls and you sign up 1 driver. So the next week you want to set a goal KPI of getting 20 leads in, and then most likely we'll sign up 2 drivers. So you just want to double those KPIs. You want to double the leads every week, and that's going to cause you to double the amount of drivers you're signing up every week. This is going to cause like an increasing amount of interest to get on your business. And definition of interest when speaking business is the stage where someone who is aware of your brand begins to actively engage, showing curiosity or intent to learn more. So the more that you build your pipeline and market your business, you're going to have an increasing amount of interest on your business, and interest leads to conversions. And what conversions is when someone takes a desired action that moves them from prospect to customer or lead. So step 3, begin with the end in mind. Bottom of the funnel, you want to set a clear monthly revenue goal and reverse engineer how many drivers you need. So if you want to hit $20,000 per month, you need to do the calculation and see how many drivers it takes to hit $20,000 per month. how many signed up drivers, and then you need to see how many leads you need to get in the pipeline to obtain the amount of drivers that you need to make $20,000 per month each and every month. So this is called reverse engineering the plan. You want to begin with the end in mind. You want to see how much money you want to be making in the end every single month. And then you need to think of a step-by-step plan to lead up to that goal. And it all starts with the amount of leads you're getting into your pipeline. It's all about lead generation. A freight dispatch business will not guarantee success. Getting load board access will not guarantee success. But what will guarantee success as a freight dispatcher is lead generation. As long as you have the leads coming in the pipeline, you can figure everything else out. You can use my predictable driver formula. We want to have a predictable driver formula once you start your freight dispatch business. So one driver equals X amount of money per month. So if you need $6,000 per month coming into your business, you need to think about how many driver signups do I need to reach to hit my goal of $6,000 per month. So stay focused on just the income generating activities. That's another thing. You have to stay focused on what generates income. You need to think thoughts. The thoughts that generates income, that's what you need to have your mind on. Like, how can I increase my leads this week? How can I double my leads this week? How can I increase my leads by 25% this week? And if you increase your leads by 25%, everything else will increase by 25%, including your sales, your driver signups, and your revenue. So this is how we get to predictable revenue. So if you found the information valuable in this video, make sure you give it a like. Click the link below to sign up for my Freight Dispatcher Bootcamp so you can stop guessing and start growing your freight dispatching business. And as soon as you join, I'm going to begin teaching you how to implement a predictable revenue system into your freight dispatching business.